Welcome back to another episode of Regaining the Balance. I am Matt, and we're going to be reading Emerald Tablet 8, The Key of Freedom of Space. It's been a wild book so far, so let's continue with the reading. I think everything's looking good. Yep. Okay. All right. So, and I'll share this image with you guys. All right, Emerald Tablet 9, The Key of Freedom of Space. List ye, O man, hear ye my voice, teaching of wisdom and light in this cycle, teaching ye how to banish the darkness, teaching ye how to bring light in thy life. Seek ye, O man, to find the great pathway that leads to eternal life as a sun, S-U-N. Draw ye away from the veil of darkness, seek to become a light in the world. Make of thyself a vessel for light, a focus for the sun of this space. Lift thou thine eyes to the cosmos, lift thou thine eyes to the light. Speak in the words of the dweller, the chant that calls down the light. Sing thou the song of freedom, sing thou the song of the soul. Create the high vibration that will make thee one with the whole. Blend all thyself with the cosmos, grow into one with the light. Be thou a channel of order, a pathway of law to the world. Thy light, O man, is the great light, shining through the shadow of flesh. Free must thou rise from the darkness before thou art one with the light. Shadows of the darkness surround thee. Life fills thee with its flow. But know, O man, that thou must arise and forth from thy body go far to the plains that surround thee, and yet are one with thee too. Look all around thee, O man, see thine own light reflected. Aye, even in the darkness around thee, thine own light pours forth through the veil. Seek thou through wisdom always. Let not thine body betray. Keep in the path of the light wave. Shun thou the darkened way. Know thee that wisdom is lasting, existing since the all-soul began, creating harmony from chaos by the law that exists in the way. List ye, O man, to the teaching of wisdom, list the voice that speaks to the past time. I shall tell thee knowledge forgotten, tell ye of wisdom hidden in past time, lost in the mist of darkness around me. I'm just going to pause here for a second, because we've seen the all-soul or talked about in other tablets, and if you pay attention to quantum physics, one of the theories that are bouncing around there is that we are all part of one oversoul, separated in what seems to be an infinite amount of different ways, but they all seem to come from the one source, the one soul. So just wanted to throw that out there. Know ye, man, ye are the ultimate of all things. Only the knowledge of this is forgotten. Lost when man was cast into bondage, bound and fettered by the chains of darkness. Long, long ago I cast off my body, wandering I free through the vastness of ether, circled the angles that hold man in bondage. Know ye, O man, ye are only a spirit. The body is nothing, the soul is all. Let not your body be a fetter. Cast off the darkness and travel in light. Cast off your body, O man, and be free, truly a light that is one with the light. When ye are free from the fetters of darkness and travel in space as a son of the light, then ye shall know that space is not boundless, but truly bounded by angles and curves. Know ye, O man, that all that exists is only an aspect of greater things yet to come. Matter is fluid and flows like a stream, constantly changing from one thing to another. All through the ages has knowledge existed, never been changed, though buried in darkness, never been lost, though forgotten by man. Know ye that throughout the space that ye dwell in are others as great as your own, interlaced through the heart of your matter, yet separate in space of their own. Once in a time, long forgotten, I Thoth opened the doorway, penetrated into other spaces, and learned of the secrets concealed. Deep in the essence of matter are many mysteries concealed. 9 are the interlocking dimensions, and 9 are the cycles of space. 9 are the infusions of consciousness, and 9 are the worlds within worlds. 9 are the lords and the cycles that come from above and below. Space is filled with concealed ones, for space is divided by time. Seek ye the key to time-space, and ye shall unlock the gate. Know ye that throughout the time-space consciousness surely exists. Though from our knowledge it is hidden, yet still it forever exists. The key to worlds within thee are found only within, for man is the gateway of mystery and the key that is one within one. Seek ye within the circle, use the word I shall give. Use the word I shall give. Open the gateway within thee, and sure thou too shalt live. Man, ye think that ye liveth, but know it is life within death. For as sure as ye are bound to your body, for you know life exists. Only the soul is space free, has life that is really a life. All else is only a bondage, a fetter from which to be free. Think not that a man is earthborn, though come from the earth he may be. Man is a light-born spirit, but without knowing he can never be free. Darkness fetters the soul, only the one who is seeking may never or ever hope to be free. Shadows around thee are falling, darkness fills all the spaces. Shine forth, O light of the man-soul, fill thou the darkness of space. You are a son of the great light. Remember, and ye shall be free. Stay not thou in the shadows, spring forth from the darkness of night. Light, let thy soul be, O sun-born, filled with glory of light, freed from the bonds of darkness, a soul that is one with the light. Thou art the key to all wisdom, within thee is all time and space. Live not in bondage to darkness, free thou thy light from night. Quote, great light that fills all the cosmos, flow thou fully to man, make of his body a light torch that shall never be quenched among men. Long in the past sought I wisdom, knowledge not known to man. Far to the past I traveled into the space where time began. Sought I ever new knowledge to add to the wisdom I know, yet only I found did the future hold the key to the wisdom I sought. Down to the halls of Amenti I journeyed, and the greater knowledge to seek. Asked of the lords of the cycle the way to the wisdom I sought. Asked the lords this question, quote, where is the source of all? Answered in tones that were mighty, the voice of the Lord of the Nine, quote, free thou thy soul from thy body, and come forth with me to the light, unquote. Forth I came from my body, a glittering flame in the night. Stood I before the lords, bathed in the fire of life. Seized was I then by a force great beyond knowledge of man. Cast was I to the abyss through spaces unknown to man. Saw I molding of order from the chaos and angles of night. Saw I the light springing from order, and heard the voice of the light. Saw I the flame of the abyss casting forth order and light. Saw order springing out of chaos, saw light giving forth life. Then I heard the voice, quote, hear thou and understand, the flame that is the source of all things, containing all things in potentiality, the order that sent forth light is the word, and from the word comes life and existence of all, unquote. And again spoke the voice, saying, quote, the life in thee is the word. Find thou the life within thee, and have powers to use of the word, unquote. Long I watched the light flame pouring forth from the essence of fire, realizing that life is but order and that man is one with the fire. Back I came to my body, stood again with the nine, listened to the voice of the cycles vibrate with powers they spoke. Quote, know ye, O Thoth, that life is but the word of the fire. The life force ye seek before thee is but the word in the world as a fire. Let me do that again. Quote, know ye, O Thoth, that life is but the word of the fire. The life force ye seek before thee is but the word in the world as a fire. Seek ye the path to the world, and powers shall surely be thine, unquote. Then I asked I of the nine, quote, O Lord, show me the path, give me the path to wisdom, show me the way to the word, unquote. Answered me then the Lord of the Nine, quote, through order ye shall find the way. Saw ye not that the word came from chaos? Saw ye not that light came from fire? Look in thy life for disorder, balance and order thy life, quell all the chaos of emotions, and thou shalt have order in life. Order brought forth from chaos will bring thee the word of the source, will give thee the power of the cycles, and will make of thy soul a force that free will extend through the ages, a perfected sun from the source, unquote. Listened I to the voice, and deep sank the words in my heart. Forever have I sought for order, that I might draw on the word. Know ye that he who attains it must be ever in order be, for use of the word through disorder has never and can never be. Take ye these words, O man, as part of thy life. Let them be. Seek thee to conquer disorder, and one with the word thou shalt be. Put forth thy effort in gaining light on the pathway of life. Seek to be one with the sun state. Seek to be solely the light. Hold thou thy thought on the oneness of light. With the body of man, know that all is order from chaos born into light. So I just want to see if I could find this one part that I read earlier about the potentiality. There it is. Then heard I the voice, quote, "Hear thou and understand. The flame is the source of all things, containing all things in potentiality. The order that sent forth light is the word, and form the word comes life and the existence of all." Now, this particular line here, the flame is the source of all things, containing all things in potentiality. This right here, is the crux of really what scientists have been able to wrap their heads around when it comes to quantum physics. Because the strangeness about quantum physics is the fact that in quantum physics, you have what seems like an infinite amount of probability and potentiality. And I will say that the further you get into your spiritual growth, this becomes much more of a fact than it is anything else, because you understand that decisions, whether they be a physical, mental, or spiritual, are all exist in this potentiality. Okay, the flame is the source of all things, containing all things in potentiality. This is why you also see, for instance, in the Hindu religion, Shiva, who is standing inside a wheel of fire, but also standing on top of, I believe, the sleeping Brahma. And that's really what it's talking about. And in which Shiva what you see out of CERN, that statue, all that really talks about is the potentiality and the probability of all of life in all forms, in all dimensions, in all time, space. And that all lives exist in this circle of fire, this circle of soul, as if it's a oversoul trying to find its way out of a problem in more ways than one. What seems to be an infinite way. It seems to be chaos. And it's interesting, above it says, "Saw I molding of order from chaos and angles of night." Now, if you understand what the Freemasons believe in, it's order out of chaos. And of course, they are also trying to create a circle out of a square. Now, this is an old, very, very, very old mathematical kind of issue here that goes maybe further than Pythagoras, but Pythagoras indeed talks about this idea of making a circle out of a square. And what he's basically talking about here is the molding of order from chaos and angles. And so it's between the angles of life and the wholeness of our actual spiritual reality. And how do you get to wholeness? By going through the angles. And that's the real question. And I think if you look at any of the alchemical stuff, which I'm not going to get into now, I'll probably do a whole nother video about that, and then bring back little bits and pieces of the Emerald Tablets to show you, among other publications, that really show you that this is really the crux of it. It's like alchemical, geometry and sacred geometry is no more than the people in the past trying to mathematically visualize these concepts of order and chaos, of soul, of God, of all these things. And it's the same thing with Buddhism, with their concentric circles, and so many other different types of spiritual practices and whatnot. It's prevalent everywhere. But as you see, the word life, the idea of fire and life and spirit and all that stuff is very synonymous here. And so, with that, we're gonna go ahead and end it off. And the next one will be the Emerald Tablet 10, Key of Time. So if you guys like this video, please like or subscribe, or like and subscribe, I should say. And share if you think other people would enjoy listening to this stuff. Because, I mean, I came across the Emerald Tablets of Thoth not too long ago, but I realized that a whole lot of people don't really know about these things, about this particular tablet and the information and whatever that's kind of in it. I find it very fascinating that just as quantum physics is almost born around the exact same time that this book was published, it makes you wonder whether or not that this book was published on purpose. Because one of the things that I find to be very interesting in my spiritual journey over the past 20 years is that you find a lot of this very complicated kind of literature, esoteric, or very esoteric in general, but you find a lot of it, especially the channeled stuff, whether you're talking about Jane Roberts, the Seth material, or A Course of Miracles, or what's it called? The Law of One. All of these things are independent and different from each other, but they all basically are saying the same things that these tablets are saying. And that's not even going to the Corpus Hermeticum, which I will be going into very soon, and we'll be reading all those as well for you guys in different sections, or maybe all in one go, who knows. But my point is this, is that this is not even close to being a new age type of thing. This is really, really old. And the further I get along with exposing that, the more you guys will see. And you know what? I'm doing all these series to set the dots up for you guys, because I want for you to connect the dots on your own. It's important for that to happen, because I'm not here to connect the dots for you. But just like anybody who tries to help other people or teach other people different kinds of knowledge, all I can do is just throw it out there. But I can throw it out there in a way that makes a lot more sense to you. And when the dots do connect, things might happen inside that, will be a positive thing for, for those of you that are able to grasp and understand those types of things. So, but either way, enough of my rambling. Thank you very much again for spending your time with me and listening to me read out of the Emerald Tablets. If you appreciate what I do here on this channel, you can always give me a donation, and all the donation things are listed in the description box. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, hit the little bell button, and share this video with people who you think might enjoy the information. Other than that, I bid you all a wonderful, wonderful day, and much love to each and every one of you. Thank you.